Hello and welcome. Today we are going to deal with history chapter Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution part 2. If you missed the first part, there it is and also in the description box below. Let's start with today's class. Let's talk about the Russian Empire in 1914. Tsar Nicholas II ruled Russia and its empire, and the major religion was Russian Orthodox Christianity. But the empire also included other religions such as Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, and Buddhists. What about the economy and the society? 85% of people earn their living through agriculture, and Russia became a major exporter of grain. Industries started to come up, and the prominent, important industrial areas were St. Petersburg and Moscow. The production was undertaken by the craftsmen. Government kept control and they were constantly supervising the minimum wages and the limited hours of work. The workers had two kinds of accommodation, rooms and dormitories. But the workers were divided in social groups based on their skill. And the metal workers considered themselves aristocrats among other workers, a little higher because this occupation demanded more training and skills. Women were 31% of the factory labor force. The problem was they were paid less. What about the peasants? Peasants cultivated most of the land, and nobility and Orthodox Church owned large properties. The peasants also pulled land. What's the meaning of pulled? To collect something such as money in order for it to be used by several different people or groups. Alright? So the peasants used to pull land periodically so that it could be divided according to the needs of the individual. But something happened in 1898. The Russian Democratic Workers' Party was formed. They operated as an illegal organization, published newspapers, they mobilized workers, so they collected workers and they organized strikes because they wanted their situation to be improved and better. So in 1900, the Socialist Revolutionary Party was formed. The party was divided into two, Bolshevik and Menshevik. The leader of Bolshevik was Vladimir Lenin. Who could enter this party? Only people who were disciplined could enter this party. The numbers and the quality of members was constantly maintained. Menshevik was open to all. Anybody could join this party. All this was setting up for something bigger, revolution. In 1904, what started to happen was the price of goods started to increase, and it was increasing day by day. Income was becoming less by 20%. But what really made them angry was one day in Pitlov Ironworks industry, four members were dismissed. So 110,000 workers from all around gathered in St. Petersburg and organized a strike, demanding reduction in the working hours to 8 hours, and their leader was Father Gapon. They reached Winter Palace and they started to organize a strike. So the police and Cossacks. Now, who are the police and Cossacks? Cossacks are a member of southern Russia who were noted for their military and horseman skills. They attacked the procession. 100 workers were killed and 300 were wounded. And this incident happened on a Sunday. Hence, it is called as Bloody Sunday. Just after this, series of events started to happen. Doctors and lawyers started to establish unions of unions. Many unions were set up. They demanded constituent assembly. So, Tsar Nicholas II formed a consultative parliament called Duma, and the first Duma was dismissed within 75 days. Second Duma was dismissed within 3 months because he wanted to keep the power to himself. So, in the third Duma, he elected conservative politicians and he kept out liberals and revolutionaries. While all this was happening, towards the end, First World War started in 1914 between Central Powers and Allied Powers. In the first alliance, which were also called as Central Powers, there was Germany, Austria, and Turkey. In the second alliance, which is also called as Allied Powers, there was France, Britain, and Russia. Italy and Romania joined later. Anti German sentiments started to emerge in Russia, and St. Petersburg, which was a German name, was changed to Petrograd. Between 1914 and 1916, Russia lost badly against Germany and Austria. This had a big impact on the industries and everyone around in Russia. Many industries in Russia were shut down. There was immense labor shortage. Food, the price of food was increasing even higher than before. The condition was so bad that it was difficult to even buy bread. That's it for today. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. See you next time. Take care. Thank you very much.